Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Guess what? We're gonna do another walk around the neighborhood video. This is gonna be another long walk. So sit back, relax, get a drink and enjoy the walk. If you've watched our video on the cafe we went to, this is the 7-Eleven I was talking about. Yes, this is the road that we used to take Justin on for his walks. And if we go left here, we eventually get to Cafe Felice, but we're not doing that today. We're actually going to walk to the next ward over, which is the Nerima ward. Right now we are in the Nakano ward in Nogata, where we live. But yeah, and don't tell Satoshi I'm crossing the street. It's red light, but sorry, he hates it when I do that. But there are no cars around, you know. Gomenasai ne. Guys, I decided to do this video because to be honest with you, I really didn't think you guys would be interested in that long walk I did to Koenji. I thought you guys would find it boring, but it was a risk, and you know, I was gonna take a walk anyway, so I made that video, put it out, and looks like a lot of you guys enjoyed that, so I'm gonna do another one. Alright guys, today it's a cooler day, so maybe my GoPro will not overheat on me today. So once again, we are in Nogata in the Nakano ward. Nakano is a very good place to live, as I've probably mentioned many times. Yeah, it's very convenient to Shinjuku. We're only 7 stops away. Nakano station is only like 1 stop away. It is a cloudy day, but there are pockets of blue in the sky, as you can see. And here are some houses here on my right side. I kind of like that little balcony there with the wooden deck. And yeah, just like the other video, I'm gonna show you guys on this side of the station, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite spots. Now, we are walking inside Nakano ward, but see this sign here? From this right here, from here, we are entering the Nerima ward. Interesting, isn't it? And you know what's interesting? See, each ward has their own like leaders. So as soon as we enter Nerima ward, you see these little rails here protecting pedestrians from cars. But as you enter Nakano ward, there's none of that. Isn't that interesting? I personally find it interesting. Also, I don't know if you can see, but the street lights are of a different design. This one has a more circular design, whereas the Nerima street lamps have a more square design. Can you see it? Yeah, hard to tell. But anyway, yeah, welcome guys to Nerima ward, which is really like a couple of blocks from our apartment. Okay, so let's check out some of the houses here, huh? So these are 1-room apartments. You can kind of tell by the way it's made. So there are 6 units here, and this area is around a 10-minute walk away from Nogata station, so it's still considered to be quite convenient. And so it should cost around 70,000 yen. Yeah, which is around $650 US. Not bad, right? Not bad. But of course, depending on what country you live in, it might sound expensive. Here's an empty lot. They're building a new house here. Now, if I just go straight along this street, I get to Nerima. This is the most straightforward way, but I'm not going to do that because it's a lot more pleasant. If we turn left here, once again, no traffic. I'm just gonna cross the street if you don't mind. in the early mornings and afternoons, this street here, these are for cars, but I guess not many cars use these couple of streets, so we have joggers here jogging in the morning and in the afternoon. Okay, I'm going to turn left here because there's this really nice pathway. It's kind of like a park. Look, so you guys told me that this flower is called the Rose of Sharon, right? It's in the same family as the hibiscus flower. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You can see some of the leaves are starting to fall because we have entered the autumn season. Now, some of you, well, actually one of you said all the houses are old and ugly. Well, I disagree. Like here's a nice house. Don't you think that's a pretty nice house? Yeah, in the middle of Tokyo, to have a house this size is pretty good thing. Yeah, there's houses here right next to this park. Look at this house here. So it's a 3-star house. It's very slim. By the way, these flowers here smell amazing. Any of you guys know what this flower's called? It smells so good. Okay, and that's a apartment complex on my right here, and then you have a bigger apartment complex there, which actually comes with its own onsen facility. Not onsen, sorry, like a bath, like a public bath facility. Not onsen, sorry about that. There's a greenhouse there. Every time I see green, it reminds me of Lawrence. It's kind of a nice house though. Greenhouse. I'm not sure if I would personally like a greenhouse, but it's nice. It adds color to the cityscape. But yeah, this little path is very pleasant to walk through. Early in the morning especially, it's nice. Here are more houses here. What do you guys think? Too small? Remember, space is at a premium here in Tokyo. If you go to the countryside, the houses are bigger, that's for sure, and at like half the price or even lower than that. So we have considered, before we moved into the apartment we live in now, we have considered this place. Yeah, so this building has been around for about 20 years as well. We personally don't like to live in high rises, but we kind of did consider this place. Like the first floor, although you don't have a view, you do have these private backyards. So this belongs to this person here, where you can put out like chairs. Sorry, don't want to intrude on their privacy. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, so the upper floors you do have these balconies, but the first floors you have like a yard area where you can grow your plants and stuff. That's kind of nice, right? Let me see if we can just kind of peek through here. So you have a water feature here. Yeah, so if you live here, this will be your little view and your little, I don't know, like your little park, I guess. And those are the individual outside areas for the units on the first floor. It's kind of nice, isn't it? The only thing though, I don't really like living next to water because of mosquitoes during the summer months. Yeah, so you do have to consider that. But all these trees are beautiful once they turn color. Yeah, so it's nice. And in Tokyo, because a lot of the buildings are like placed right next to each other, it's nice to have this break of park in between the buildings. And there's a nice playground if you have kids. This is public, by the way. it doesn't belong to the building or anything. So non-residents can use this whole area here. Yeah. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why I chose this pathway instead of that main road, which is kind of noisy. But the other reason is because we have these pockets of what do you call them? Not farmland, but you have these pockets of land where they grow vegetables and stuff. Nerima ward, the ward that we are walking through right now, is famous for their daikon, radish. This is not daikon though. This is what is this? Some kind of yam or potato. I'm not sure. But you see, you have these pockets of land where they're growing vegetables and stuff. You have more down that side. I think they grow daikon way over there. But it's kind of nice, isn't it? You're in the middle of Tokyo, but you have like this. So I wanted to show you that. In Tokyo, we do grow produce. We even make our own sake, and they have what else do they grow? Fruits, not so much. It's mostly vegetables and sake. I think that's about it. Yeah, we have lots of things like you know, art pieces like glassware, textiles that we make here in Tokyo. Very distinctive designs. And then on my left side, this is a community center, and this is where you can use the gym. If you're a resident of Nerima Ward, you can use the gym for super cheap. I think it's like 100 yen. It's like $1 or something. And then there's a park here. It's a field where you can play sports like baseball and stuff. Enough space to play baseball, I believe. Ah, look at that. The sky is clearing up. I'm so happy. I hope you can see why I like coming on this street instead of that street with lots of traffic. It's very pretty, and this makes for a very pleasant morning walk as well. Here's another patch of land. There's a lady over there. She's doing something there. There's nothing here at the moment, but there's something growing here. I wonder what this is. Looks like broccoli. Anybody know? And they're growing something over there as well. I love the smell of grass and dirt. It calms my nerves. So I'm mowing the grass over there. Or something, sorry. No, he's vacuuming up the leaves. I'm not sure what he's doing, sorry. Oh, this is a nice walk, really is. And here's another apartment building, overlooks the park. Nice apartment building complex here. Kind of nice actually. Oh, that smell of grass is so nice. Oh, here, same as our ward, they have their rules for how to throw away trash, and they also use the blue netting as well, just like Nakano ward. It's different depending on where you live. If you go to Kyoto, I noticed they don't use the mesh. They use these wooden containers to match the Kyoto vibe. So how you guys doing today? I figure since most of you guys watch these videos on the premiere, I want to say thank you to all of you for always watching along with me. I really appreciate it. Really is one of the highlights of my week, you know. I do these twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. So thank you so much. And I also want to say welcome to our new subscribers, because I see a lot of new people here. So thank you so much for subscribing. And please, I would appreciate it if you guys press that like button. It really does help me out a lot. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you to my amazing moderators. I know I don't get a chance to say it often enough, but thank you. I wish I could say thank you like 100 times every time you guys are moderating. But thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I cannot wait for the day when traveling opens up and you guys can all come and visit us here in Tokyo. Yeah, we can all go out and eat some good food. Yeah, and I'll be able to show you guys some of our favorite places. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, you know, when I was younger, I wanted to live in the city centers, especially places like Harajuku or Shibuya. Yeah, I kind of wanted to be in the middle of all the action. These days though, I've changed. I think around 20 years ago, my thought about that has completely changed, because Tokyo is quite busy in many places. I find it nice to be able to come home to a more quiet area like this. Look at this. This is a huge apartment complex here. Yeah, I don't really like living in big apartment complexes. I don't know why. It feels very impersonal, and you know, it's hard to get to know everyone in a building. Here in Tokyo, these little pockets of parks as well. This is a tiny little park, just utilizing this small little corner and this strip of land here. So that's nice. I like that. If you need to rest and sit on a bench, you can find places for that all over the city. Okay, now I am going to no. I was thinking of going through here, but nah, I'll just keep walking straight here. Yeah, doesn't look too pretty, that street. Yeah, the last time I forgot to ask you guys, but what's the area in your place like? Some of you guys shared with me a little bit about where you live. Like a couple of you guys said you live in a very small town with like 3,000 people. So that's kind of interesting. One of you said that you can find lots of wildlife in your area, so that's really intriguing to me, especially for a city boy like me. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the plant. Satoshi thinks it's crazy how my head is always turning right and left, up and down. I can't help notice little things around me. Yeah, Satoshi is like the opposite of me. He looks directly ahead, straight ahead. He almost not notices anything right and left of him. So very, very different. Here's a pretty big house here. This whole thing is a house, this circular thing, and it's quite a big house, 3 stories. There's another apartment complex here. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm gonna cross the street here. We are gonna go down this street because I am walking away from the busy part of Nerima, and that's where I want to head down to, just like the other video. We start off with the residential vibe, and then we end up, whoops, that was a bee. Sorry guys, that was a bee bumbling around me. Get away from me. Get away from me right now. This is another pathway I like to walk along. I like walking when it's pleasant like this. I like the cobblestones here. I like that I'm surrounded by green on my right and the left. Okay, so are we on the main street? Yeah. So we are back on the noisy street. This is the street that I try to avoid, but I don't want to stray too far away to my destination. Okay, yeah. So behind me is where we started. Yeah, it's a straight line, but I kind of went inside and like wiggle here and there, and we're back on that street. Here's another apartment building here, and school's just over, so you see children playing in the park over there. We are a couple blocks away from the center of Nerima. Nerima also has like a city center and lots to do there too. It's a nice place to live as well. That big building you see is the Nerima City Hall. So if you live in this area, this is where you will come for everything, like well, these days this is where you will come for your vaccination passport if you need one, for government papers, etc. If you have any questions on taxes, all those things. This street, I want to point out something. Okay, this street here, oh, Family Mart, not interesting. This street here, this narrow street, can you believe it? It's a two-way street. It's two-way, guys. Unbelievable. Whenever Satoshi and I, we take this street, we have to take this street to get over there. It's a little bit scary. It really, really is. You'll probably see a car coming down the street as we walk. But it's crazy, isn't it? Oh, this place is an old-fashioned green tea shop. And they have really nice green tea here, as well as like cups, teacups and teapots. Very nice place. Okay. Oh, so happy. The sky is blue. I thought it was going to be a cloudy day today. So far, no cars coming down this way. But yeah, wait until the traffic light changes. This is the back entrance to the city hall here. Ah, here we go, cars coming. Check it out, guys. Two-way street here. Oh, the car turned. Oh, there's another car coming. And the other thing is that this sidewalk is very narrow as well. And we have pedestrians here as well as bicycles. So it's not too pleasant to walk. That's my opinion, of course. But you have to always constantly be watching where you're going. Even if you're on a bike, it's quite difficult to navigate. So you can ride on the street like this, but you also have the cars coming from both ways. It's quite harrowing in my opinion. I guess you get used to it, but it's still very, very narrow for bicycles on both sides of the street as well as cars on both sides of the streets. Okay, you notice that it is starting to get busier, just like Koenji. The difference is that this area is not a shotengai. There is a tiny shotengai, but it's more built up. Okay, let's cross the street here. And this area is a lot more built up. By the way, Nerima is on the Seibu Ikebukuro line, and so you're very convenient to Ikebukuro. Yeah. And Nerima is a kind of a popular place to live in Tokyo as well. It's also very convenient. There, that's a better view of City Hall right here. It's a pretty big building. Okay, we're almost. Oh, by the way, they have good ramen here. Really good ramen. This is tori paitan chicken ramen. It's so good. And Nerima also has lots of nice restaurants. Better view of City Hall here. And it is starting to get cloudy again. Okie dokie. We're almost at the station. This is a humongous apartment complex here. But convenient. You got a hair salon in the same building, and you have a little pharmacy here that's open until quite late, and they sell food as well. And then you have a pachinko parlor if you get bored and if you like pachinko. And you have Yayoiken, which is like a casual Japanese food teishoku place. And one of my favorite Indian restaurants is on that corner over there. They serve South Indian. All right. Can you guys see the train tracks already? For the past 2 years, Nerima had canceled their their festivals. They have some big festivals here because there is a temple near here, or is it a shrine? Sorry, I don't remember at the moment. Can you guys hear the train? Yeah, we're literally like a block away from the train station. So welcome to the center of Nerima Ward. This is where you can do all your shopping, all your eating. You have everything here. Really. You have bakeries, you have banks, you have Mr. Donut, you have McDonald's, you have a shoe store over there, apartment buildings. Yeah, you have everything. Now let's cross here and cross over here. And to the right of me, this is the entertainment district of Nerima. They have all the bars in here. The bars and the izakayas are all inside there. And there's even a small sized Daiso across the street. Can you see the Daiso sign? It's right over there. Okay, let's cross here. And right in front of me is a bakery called Denmark. They've been selling bread since 1934, and they have a bread called the daikon bread using a daikon from Nerima. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Worth a try. Here, Nerima daikon, they're advertising the Nerima daikon bread, and shows you how they add the daikon to the bread. But this Denmark is more famous and popular for their karepan, curry bread, because their curry bread has a boiled egg in it. So Denmark, check it out. And we're walking to the station. You guys heard us talking about Seiyu. Oh, there's a train. Seiyu is a supermarket here, and it's a big one. The Nerima one is pretty big, and you can buy everything here. If you're looking for just basic Japanese Kit Kats, cheapest prices are found here at Seiyu. Obviously, I cannot go inside to film because filming is not allowed. But yeah, let's go upstairs and I'll show you guys the station. They recently opened a Starbucks inside the station, so it's nice. However, it's always crowded. You can never find a seat there. Yeah, there are two ramen shops right next to each other, here and there. If you're a big eater, you have big appetite, I recommend both of them. Yeah, very huge portions. I can never finish them. But I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this walk. Once again, thank you for coming along this walk with me. Thank you to my amazing moderators. で、日本人の皆様もいつもありがとうございますね。たろみさんとか、まゆみさんとか、いつも見てくれてありがとうございます。感謝してます。And here we are. This is like the back entrance. I should have taken you guys to the main entrance of the station, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is Seiyu, the supermarket. This is the floor where they have cosmetics and shampoo and stuff. But yeah, this is the entrance to the Seibu Shinjuku line, and this takes you directly to Ikebukuro station. Alright guys, and that's it. That wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Alright, look at this. This is a thing. They're drying squid right now. It's rotating, and the squid is being hung out to dry.